Have you ever wondered how fashion has shaped history? What if I told you that what you wear today has been influenced by centuries of change, power struggles, revolutions, and even wars? The way people dressed in different times wasn't just about style, it was about identity, class, and even survival. Fashion has been a silent witness to history, reflecting the rise and fall of empires, cultural revolutions, and technological advancements. And today, we're taking you on a journey through time, exploring the fascinating evolution of fashion around the world. Long before runways and fashion weeks, clothing was a statement of power and wealth. In ancient Egypt, the rich wore linen robes, shimmering in the desert sun, while their jewelry, made of gold and precious stones, symbolized status and divine connection. Pharaohs draped themselves in elaborate headdresses, and the famous kohl eyeliner wasn't just for beauty, it protected their eyes from the sun and evil spirits. Meanwhile, in ancient Greece, flowing tunics called chitons allowed freedom of movement, while elaborate drapery defined sophistication. The Romans, on the other hand, took it further, with their togas representing rank. Only senators could wear the prestigious purple stripes. Fashion wasn't only about aesthetics, it was a reflection of practicality and innovation. In colder regions, such as Northern Europe, clothing had to be warm and functional. The Vikings, for example, wore layered wool and animal skins to protect themselves from the harsh climate. Their garments were adorned with intricate embroidery, showing off their craftsmanship skills. In contrast, the people of the Indian subcontinent embraced lightweight fabrics such as cotton and silk, perfect for the tropical heat. The sari, a traditional Indian garment, has remained timeless, evolving in patterns and draping styles over centuries. As time moved on, so did fashion. The Middle Ages were a time of extravagance for the elite.
Different regions, saris will be made from different combinations of fibers. It could be a natural silk, a processed silk, the way that the silk is.
With Europe's nobility flaunting heavy brocades, embroidered gowns, and layers of fabric that spoke of luxury. The tighter the corset, the higher the status. But common people? They wore simple wool tunics, practical and durable, made to last through harsh winters and endless labor. Meanwhile, in China, the silk industry thrived. The legendary silk robes of the Tang dynasty were masterpieces, embroidered with intricate patterns of dragons and flowers, symbolizing prosperity and power. Japan's kimono, a garment still cherished today, originated in this era, evolving from simple wraps to elegant, colorful designs, each one telling a story through its patterns and colors.
I will show you how to wear this kimono. Like first and leftover, and small sash is inside. Very easy.
The Renaissance was a golden age for fashion. Europe saw the birth of elaborate dresses, puffed sleeves, and extravagant ruffles. The wealthiest men wore doublets and hose, often adorned with jewels. It was a time when fashion was dramatic, reflecting the newfound appreciation for art and creativity. Across the ocean, in the Americas, the Aztecs and the Mayans had their own vibrant clothing, decorated with feathers, beads, and woven fabrics dyed in bright colors, reflecting their deep connection to nature and spirituality. In Africa, vibrant textiles with intricate designs carried cultural significance, with each pattern symbolizing heritage and tribal identity. The Kente cloth of Ghana, for example, was reserved for royalty and special ceremonies, showcasing an elaborate weaving technique passed down through generations. Then came the 18th and 19th centuries, bringing more dramatic shifts. The French court, led by figures like Marie Antoinette, turned fashion into a spectacle. Towering wigs, corsets so tight they reshaped the body, and extravagant gowns made of the finest silks. Meanwhile, the Industrial Revolution changed everything. Machines could now produce clothes faster and cheaper, making fashion more accessible to the masses. The Victorian era saw strict rules for dressing, with women wearing hoop skirts and layers upon layers of fabric, while men dressed in tailcoats and top hats, exuding elegance and formality. Meanwhile, in the Ottoman Empire, long kaftans with intricate embroidery were a staple of nobility, reflecting the empire's rich artistic heritage. The 20th century was where fashion truly exploded. The Roaring Twenties brought the flapper era, short dresses, bobbed hair, and a rebellious spirit. Women ditched the corsets, embracing freedom like never before. Then came the 1940s and World War II, where fabric rationing led to practical and simple designs. But as the war ended, the 1950s reintroduced glamour. Hourglass dresses, poodle skirts, and the birth of haute couture. Hollywood stars became fashion icons, inspiring trends that swept across the world. Meanwhile, in Latin America, traditional garments like the poncho and huipil maintained their cultural relevance, blending indigenous craftsmanship with modern influences. The 1960s and 70s were all about revolution. The youth rejected old traditions, embracing bold colors, miniskirts, bell-bottoms, and psychedelic prints. It was the era of rock and roll, hippies, and counterculture movements that reshaped fashion forever. Then the 80s arrived with its neon colors, oversized blazers, and power dressing. Shoulder pads became a symbol of strength and independence. The 90s, it was the age of grunge, minimalism, and streetwear. From baggy jeans to crop tops, this decade was a mix of rebellion and simplicity. Street fashion started taking over, with hip-hop culture heavily influencing trends worldwide. Sneakers, tracksuits, and baseball caps became part of mainstream style, breaking the boundaries between luxury fashion and everyday wear. And here we are in the 21st century, where fashion is more diverse than ever. Technology has transformed the industry. Fast fashion brands churn out new trends at lightning speed, while sustainable fashion is on the rise. From cultural influences to digital fashion shows, the way we dress continues to evolve, shaped by history, innovation, and personal expression. The rise of social media has also revolutionized fashion, allowing influencers and content creators to shape trends in real time. Luxury brands collaborate with streetwear labels, and high fashion meets virtual reality, with digital fashion gaining momentum. Fashion has always been more than just clothes. It's a language, a reflection of who we are and where we come from. Every piece of clothing tells a story, from the lavish robes of emperors to the ripped jeans of modern rebels. The journey of fashion is far from over, and as we move forward, one thing is certain: fashion will continue to evolve, telling the story of our world through fabric, color, and creativity. If you enjoyed this journey through fashion history, make sure to hit that like button, press the bell icon for notifications, and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating insights into the world of fashion, history, and culture. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.